Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I have a good and bad news for you.
For me?
The good news is we are upgrading our work style to match the Industry 4.0 work suit.
Wow, that's great.
And the bad news is you are fired.
What?
When we are opening trusted publication and see headlines like robots are stealing our jobs, AI expert says automation could replace 40% of job in 15 years, job loss from AI, there is more to fear. These sensational headlines are filled with half truth. So these headlines are wrong and jobs aren't going anywhere. Well, not exactly. Currently, industry and businesses are experiencing a new wave of digital technology, such as AI, cloud computing, Internet of Things, and augmented or virtual reality. By combining all of these features into an intelligent, interconnected ecosystem, industry leaders can add accuracy, efficiency, productivity to their companies, all while lowering the cost of doing business. The movement have dubbed as Fourth Industrial Revolution, more commonly known as Industry 4.0.
Okay, then you are saying there will be plenty of jobs to choose from. Well, kind of. Jobs will be aplenty, that's for sure. Even now, the manufacturing sector is booming and unemployment is at historic lows. According to the highest global skills index, which looked into the roles of over 15 million workers across 20 different nations, the rise of machines, robots and algorithms will create more jobs, 133 million, then it cuts 75 million.
Education plays an important role in ensuring skill readiness of the labor force. General education as well as vocational education have a critical role to play in making labor force industry ready. Education is primarily divided into three levels: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Given that introduction of Industry 4.0 will require high level of skills, low enrollment ratio in secondary and tertiary education is something that the country should be concerned about and should work to improve upon. Even though the primary focus of the skills required in Industry 4.0 will be applied and technical skills like basic knowledge of information technology, data analytics, etc., it would be important for the labor force to have basic skills on equipment operation and troubleshooting and to be able to adapt and learn the new skills.
Adoption of Industry 4.0 will result in elimination of lower skilled jobs through automation, and the increase in productivity could result in an overall reduction in the number of jobs available. With the increased automation levels, Industry 4.0 will result in shifting of key value adding activities back to the developed economy, which will result in further reduction of jobs in the low cost manufacturing countries.
It is very important to understand what changes Industry 4.0 will bring in the current manufacturing setup, what the new tasks that an employee would have to do, how it's going to be different from what he or she has been doing, and what additional skill would be required to carry out those tasks successfully.
So concluding to the presentation, we together have shortlisted few skills required for pursuing jobs in future. Analytical thinking and innovation. It is the ability to tackle complicated issues by evaluating information one has gathered and organized. Active learning and its strategies, stating One needs to engage himself in learning using activities such as jotting down notes, discussing or problem solving, which will lead to analyze, synthesize and evaluation of subject content. Complex problem solving. It helps in promoting active listening, research, creativity, communication, dependability, decision making, and team building. Critical thinking and analysis. Well, it's an ability of an individual to seek information, analyze alternatives to it, and come to a conclusion. Creativity, originality, and initiative skills helps the individual to come up with an idea of action on their own thought process and look for innovative change and alternative viewpoints to try something new out. Leadership and social influence. A very keen and sensitive skill to be taken care of, as leadership focuses more broadly on the process of social influence itself, which maximizes the efforts of others. I would like to share an example to conclude this point. A person may feel pressurized to smoke because the rest of the friends are. Normative social influence tends to lead compliance because the person smokes just for show, but deep down they do not want to. This indicates a change in behavior is temporary. Lastly, we have technology influence, the quality of life and the way people act and interact. These are often accompanied by social, political, and economic changes that can be beneficial to individuals and to the society. So, to practice this as a skill development, one may build their skills internally by working on oneself by knowing their strengths and weaknesses, keep different approaches to solve any problem, implementing your learning strategies to the business or the work you are hired for. Always position yourself for success, keep only positive energies within you. One may also consult a mentor. Never fear to talk in public if you have approaches towards existing or upcoming challenges. As Sir Barack Obama once said, reading is the gateway skill that makes all other learning possible. So one must read deep down to find out problems to solve by reading it again and again, promoting learning opportunities.